I'm talking to you today about toilet seats. Everybody buys toilet seats. It's one of the things that we sell a ton of. This is the most common one, the elongated open front, Bemis heavy duty plastic. And these Bemis toilet seats come with the Stay Tight hinges, which is really a huge benefit for you when you're installing a toilet seat. Imagine the person installing it is going to stick that through the porcelain on the back of your toilet, and then this comes up from underneath and screws on. What the problem is that happens most often is people over tighten that, and what will happen is it will create a hairline crack in the china. That creates a leak, obviously not what we want. By design, these are made so that anybody who's tightening this will turn from the bottom, and as soon as it reaches the perfect torque, this piece here will snap off. It's tightened perfectly, you're ready to go. You don't risk over tightening and breaking your china. I'd like to show you the Best Plumbing solder joint leak repair kit. And these solder joint clamps come from 1/2 inch up to 4 inch sizes in this kit. And we will stick every size into this nice tool bag for you so that you have this available. This needs to be on your shelf ready for you to use when the emergency arises. So let's say you get a call that there's a leaking pipe. Now what you do is you can go down there and address the leak, whether it's in the pipe itself, maybe it's a pinhole or a crack in the line itself, or it might be at the solder joint. So what happens when that solder joint fails? You've got a major situation because you've got to shut the line down to replace that joint. Not anymore. These are made to accommodate the solder joint itself. The rubber inside is beveled so that this can now seat right up against that fitting, and then you snap this other side on from underneath. You stick the bolt in and tighten it up. This creates a 360-degree seal. Now there's no leak. You don't have to shut the line down to do this. That's the beauty of it. And this can be used if it is a pinhole leak. You could use this just on the straight pipe and it will seal, and it will take that, it will seal, and you will no longer have a leak. In the other side, when you have a regular pipe clamp though, if it turns out that the leak is in the joint, you can't use that regular pipe clamp against that solder joint. That's what this is designed for. 1/2 inch up to 4 inch comes in a kit so that the one that you need is available when you need it. Okay, our next item is a flush valve pipe stabilizer. Why would we need this? I think that one of the reasons why it was invented was because of situations where there's really high back pressure that might be enough to affect this. But the biggest reason we see for this happens in correctional facilities where the inmates have enough time on their hands to just mess with stuff all day long, and they mess with the pipes and the combi units and the stuff with the flushometer and the toilets. And what happens behind the wall is those pipes, even just a little bit of movement, can tend to create enough of a gap in that slip joint nut that's holding the drainage pipes out to create a leak. And that's the last thing we need is leaks. So this was designed to go on one side of the pipe with this side, and you just loosen the nuts on here and open it up, and it holds the pipe stable between that elbow. So you'll see in a little picture of what this does. So especially if you're a correctional facility, or where this happens a lot is in schools, you have people that will, instead of touching a flushometer to flush it, they will kick it with their foot, and that causes this issue as well. So keep that in mind. Pay attention to your flushometer fixtures that might be showing signs of a leak. You might want to try this. So the best part number 20907 ORing Assortment. This contains 328 pieces over 30 different sizes of O-rings. So you'll find yourself in any given day in a situation where you might need a replacement O-ring. This will probably have it. One of the things that I love about this, and you will too, if you have those 3-gang sinks in your commercial kitchen areas, and the drains on those have the lever arm that sticks out and you have to turn it to close and open the plug, those sinks have an O-ring on that plug, and that's one of the most common wear items on that fixture. So the first thing that wears out on those drains is the O-ring. Then you have to special order, and we will special order an O-ring for you to replace it. However, this kit contains 10 of these, which happen to be the right size for that. So it's a great investment for you for any O-rings that you need, and especially knowing that you can save yourself the aggravation of special ordering a replacement O-ring for your lever drain. This is a great item from Best Plumbing Specialties. It is a hose bib swivel angle connector. So this attaches to your outside hose bib. You connect your hose to it, and that happens to be the weak spot for hoses. You imagine every time someone is dragging it around and using it, it's pulling against the hose bib. And in this case, it can freely turn as they're using the hose, and it protects that connection and prevents you from having to replace hoses prematurely. So stay tuned. Every month we'll bring you 1 or 2 new items that you may not have been aware of. And check us out online. You can get on our website, bestplumbingspecialties.com, and we have a big fat catalog that you are welcome to call us and order if you like. You can also get the catalog online, and there's this plus a lot more on the website. In addition to that, you might have a local rep in your area, but talk to us. We'll help you out. We look forward to seeing you next month.